Yeah. Hey, hey. Kuna rumba ya E-Square na ni ya mabazu. Oh my God, I can't sing. I cannot sing.
No, let's leave it to them. Let's leave it to them. Thank you, Black Boy Band. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live on E_Square TV. And we are also live on Instagram.
So,
yeah, we are on Instagram. What's our Instagram handle?
At E_Squared KE.
Yeah, so guys, if you're watching us from Instagram, please, once this live ends on that side, you can join us on the YouTube channel. We're going to be live there. Subscribe as well.
Yeah.
Usitoke tu hivyo.
Remember,
karibuni.
Remember on YouTube, we are at E_Squared TV.
Yeah. And today I'm joined by our hype man.
Manze.
Karibu.
Asante sana,
welcome to this side of leo hatuna exchange one Rastafarian for another.
Hii hadi ni ya marasta.
East side inaonekana inavuta tu hiyo
bana.
This.
So how have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. How's your week been?
My week has been okay.
Yeah.
Very busy, actually.
Very busy.
On this side, hatujapumzika manze. We had a crazy week.
Yeah.
Just to mention, tulikuwa na mic check, rap battle.
Yeah. Na naona you guys did such an amazing job. Shout out to you a wiki day kwenye huko.
Nakwambia marapa
wenye walikula hapa.
It was crazy.
Oh, it was
buzz
amazing.
after buzz. Ilikuwa amazing. And then pia tukakuwa na mtaani.
Before hata tuende kwa mtaani naona tuna crown.
Yeah, we'll be crowning the winner today.
Yes, I can see the trophies right here. We're going to be showing it to you guys in a few.
Wacha kwanza nisimtaje, si ndio?
Usimtaje. Let us save it for the last. And if you guys didn't catch that, it's on our YouTube channel as well. Go there to E_Square TV. You'll find the mic check and you'll see the amazing. Hata si amazing. Mi hata sijui nitasema nini. Those guys brought the heat.
And then we also opened up a YouTube, an Instagram channel for that.
For the mic check.
And it was mic check 254.
Okay, so guys, follow and you'll find all that amazing content on that channel. And yeah, keep it here. We're going to be crowning the winner today. That session was sick, man. It was so dope.
Manze ilikuwa crazy.
What walileta? Hiyo hata si a game walileta. Sijui
walileta tu hizo ni letters zote. Walikuja na A mpaka Z.
But it was so hot. But yeah, that has been happening. And Mtaani, you talked about Mtaani.
We also had Mtaani. Tulikuwa na some student leaders.
Yeah.
We had the former president of the
student council.
Yeah. Alikuwa hapa, Mr. Thomas Ogendo.
Yeah.
He was here with an amazing friend and a colleague also. Alikuwa kwa studio. Basically tuna dwell on the topic that tumekuwa tukiongelea hii mwezi yote still.
Yeah.
The representation of the youth and the role that young people have to play kwa governance.
Na bado tunaendelea na hii conversation.
Sisi
wenye tumebaki Nairobi as the rest of you all are in Naivasha, that is what we're going to do.
Mimi kwa dhani tumeenda Naivasha. I'm surprised to see you here.
And then bam, niko hapa.
You're here?
I am here. I'm here. Niliachwa na hiyo train. Ya Naivasha.
But I thank God you are here. Because Naivasha. Naivasha hii. Wacha tu tutasikia story. Unajua Kenya wanakuanga funny. Mali wana Kenya wanafuatana hivi wengi.
Hata hatutasikia tu, zimeanza kuingia. Zimeanza kuingia. Enda pale Twitter utaona vitu zina happen huko Naivasha. But shout out to you guys who are in Naivasha. And shout out to the WRC Safari Rally. We've not had that in almost 18 years.
18 years, imagine.
Yeah, I used to be such a big fan. You know, tulikuwa tunaishi hapo Nairobi Nakuru Highway. So, tukijua inaanza, tulikuwa tunaenda tunasimama hapo kwa highway. Tunaziwatch, tunazicount too. It was amazing.
Amazing.
It's an amazing event that is happening this whole weekend. Sorry, yesterday.
Yeah,
it started yesterday, Amma? Friday. Jana was Friday, yeah?
Yeah, yesterday,
Yeah, and it's happening this whole weekend and we can't wait to see the winner.
Manze.
Unakumbuka akina nani wa kitambo
sasa hata nikwambie ukweli. Mimi sikumbuki mtu.
Are you serious?
I was not actually unajua if there are things just unajua Eastlands buda. Sasa Eastlands mitajua Safari Rally wapi?
Ilikuwa kwa TV like every other day. Na watu wanaongea kwa radio nini. when it used to happen, it used to be like a national event.
Sasa let me tell you a funny thing about Eastlands. Eastlands tunakonga tumecategorize vitu. Hizo zingine sijui rally, sijui nini, hizo ni za watu wa West. Sisi huku tunajua tu futa.
We, okay.
Hizo zingine tumewasia watu wa Westlands.
Hizo zingine ni
but
others.
Anyway, nashukuru Mungu
Yeah.
that at least saizi najua. I know a few.
Yeah. We used to have someone called Ian Duncan.
Ian Duncan namjua.
Yeah?
Patrick Njiru? I had a friend who alikuwa aitwa Ian. So, nilikuwa nasikia kienjoyiwa Ian Duncan. But I didn't really know who Ian Duncan was. But now I know.
Now you know who he was. Yeah. There was also Patrick Njiru. Patrick Njiru was my favorite. Yeah, unajua, those days, it used to be dominated by a lot of white guys. Yeah. So, ukisikia jina, at least unajua uni wetu, uni Mkenya. Yeah. Una-identify. So, he was my favorite. I hope all-time favorite.
They'll do us proud.
They'll do us proud. I'm very certain they'll do us proud. Wanajua ite ring.
Wanafaa to represent manze vizuri.
Yeah.
Tuko nyuma yao.
That's what's up.
And also don't forget tuko na an amazing lineup of artists wenye watakuwa na Grace show yetu leo. We have an amazing beautiful lady ndani ya nyumba, a songwriter, an actor, a media personality manze.
And she has crazy vocals.
Multi-talented. Na sauti hivi ya kutoa nyoka huko tu.
Nilikuwa naona ma BTS, you had posted it on our live on IG. And I can't wait for her to come.
Killer voice.
Drop hizo lines zake na the voice.
Sindio?
To kill us with that voice. Yeah.
Did you know that I don't know?
Did I know that you don't know? I know that you don't know. I know that you don't know.
Ulikuwa unahangaisha wikide na hiyo kitu. I hope sitakuwa victim of kuhangaishwa na hiyo did you know. Ambia said did you know.
And I've actually decided to look for something that is totally relatable to what we are talking about this whole week.
Yeah.
Actually, this whole month about representation of the youth in matters governance in our in this country.
True.
And if you have been keeping tabs with this whole conversation, you will actually see a general theme that has been that has taken shape in all the conversations that we've had. That we actually need the youth to stand up. We need the youth to stand up, because if you don't stand up, hey, we are really letting this country down.
True.
And the next generation to come. So what did you know this week is that you as a youth, you who is watching me as a youth, you have a role to renew and refresh the current status of our society, including the leadership of this nation.
Yeah.
You should know that. And innovations and other skills, you're the one who drives.
Yeah.
The youth are the ones who drive this kind of things in a nation. And in Kenya, but in particular, we make up around 70% of the population.
We make up the highest number of population.
Yeah, and nashindwa kwa nini hatuna sauti? Our voice is not being heard.
I think it's time, and tunafaa kuacha kutumia ile msemo ya youths are the leaders of tomorrow. We are the leaders now. We have been the leaders. It's only that we have not realized the potential that we have at hand.
That's true.
To be able to come up with policies, to be able to rule.
And to question.
To
make noise and ask the government why.
To be liable for everything that happens.
That's true. That's very true.
So, tuanze kitu?
Yeah, let's start, because tukianza hii debate, my friend, it's usually a very emotional debate, so haitaisha. Yeah.
So, before even I introduce our first artist, Kenzo was supposed to be with us today.
Okay.
But unfortunately, due to some circumstances, the Nyange avoid. Akuweza kufika, but atakuwa na tujoin next week, si ndio?
Alright.
And then also tutakuwa tuna crown our winner, si ndio?
Yeah.
Mwenye alishinda rap battle.
Wacha niwaonyeshe teaser ya hii
trophy
Kikombe is written the E Squared Mike Champion of the month of June. There it is. And we'll be crowning our winner today on this show. So guys, keep it here, and thank you to every one of you who voted. You guys did an amazing job. So keep it here. Tuone nani ata walk away with this beautiful trophy for the month of June.
Yeah. So it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Without any further ado, I want to introduce the one and only singer, actress, media personality, a lady with an amazing voice, man. Nikisema amazing voice. Nikisema asante.
Sasa ana show off.
Asante.
Una show off sasa.
Nikisema amazing voice, I mean an amazing voice, ndio? So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing to you for the very first time on E Squared, none other than RHEMY MUVAI.
Woohoo! Karibu, karibu, karibu.
Nimemlambisha ananambia chambeza, tena nikizidisha ananambia koleza, nikitaka kusitisha ananambia ongeza, japo imedhibitishwa ila itampoteza, ikipanda ni bala, ikishuka ndo hatari. We start again. Pull up. Yeah. Eti nimemlambisha ananambia chambeza, tena nikizidisha ananambia koleza, nikitaka kusitisha ananambia ongeza, japo imedhibitishwa ila itampoteza, ikipanda ni bala, ikishuka ndo hatari, asijapata madhara, akaika sana hali, ladha yake msala, shina yake Zanzibari, na misimnyimi wala, akitaka nampa, ai sukari, ai sukari, sukari, ai sukari, 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 ai sukari, nampatia. Na kilianja juu jasifanyi hadithi, na mjazi aja juu jana vitangawizi, yeah. Baba chanja we, chukua vyote chukua, vitafune nganja we, chakua mbwaya chakua, ujibusti na karanga, ongeza na kitumbua, jiepushe na majanga we, usije ukaugua, mana ikipanda ni bala, ikishuka ndo hatari, asijapata madhara, akaika sana hali, ladha yake msala, shina yake Zanzibari, na misimnyimi
sukari, sukari, sugar, sukari. Amazing, 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 amazing stuff. You have a beautiful voice. Ara nimeshindwa ni describe aje. Such an amazing voice, manze. You've been doing this for a while, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's evident from the way unaimba. The way you project your voice and everything, manze. It looks so natural. Sindio?
Yeah, thank you.
So, karibu sana ndani ya show. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
How are you feeling? I'm good too. I'm good. I'm okay. Unasikiaje kuwa hapa leo?
Actually, I'm happy. I'm so excited. I feel so good being here today.
Yeah.
Nashukuru sana for hosting me. It's great.
Asante sana kwa kukaa pia.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, about RHEMY. Who is RHEMY?
RHEMY MUVAI.
MUVAI
MUVAI is a student at Jomo Kenyatta. MUVAI is a journalist.
Yeah.
MUVAI is a singer, and MUVAI is a dedicated youth presenter.
Ah, nice. So, how long have you been in the industry?
Actually, I've been in the industry for 8 years.
For 8 years.
Yeah.
And how is the experience so far?
Honestly speaking, the experience is tough. But again, the tough part of it now is the exciting part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is encouraging too.
So as a lady in the industry, what are the challenges? Because I know there are challenges. You can't compare the challenges that you have probably to the other gender.
As a woman in Kenya, let me be honest, it is very tough.
Yeah.
It is very, 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 and I mean very tough. Yeah, very tough. Because for one, for you to be what you want to be, you have to be, they expect you to be that woman, I don't know what people believe in, but me, what I can say is that things are so hard as a woman in Kenya, being an artist, when you don't have a lot of money, especially coming from Eastlands, Pale, hey, it is so hard. Because for one, producers, or let me just say the people in the industry expect you to be this loose woman, For you, okay, if you don't have money, what do you have to offer? What do you have to offer? What else? They expect you to give them kachuchu, and when you can't, ni kama utabaki hapo, So those are some of the challenges, and it's so hard, yeah. I can say it's hard, but encouraging, very encouraging.
So when you talk about that problem in particular, that I believe it's something that has been there for quite a while.
Yeah.
A lot of female artists have been complaining that at some point you have to exchange sex for other favors, for production services, for video shoots, and for everything else. Where do you think the problem really is?
The problem, Kwanza, before I go even to the people in the industry, the men. Now let me tell you something, my girls in the industry. You have to know that as women, we have the most brains, Yeah. We are smart. So immediately you show men that you can give them or you can offer them sex for your music. First of all, you've showed them that it is something that is very possible. Yeah. But when you show them that it is not possible and they can sing and go somewhere, even without that, trust me, it is very possible na itakuwa. Lakini when you show them, you can, you can sleep with them after. When I talk about music, I'm not only talking about the artists, the people who are singing. I'm also talking about the vixens. I'm also talking about those girls, all of them.
Yeah.
First of all, unapata vixen, ametoka show, sindio?
Yeah.
Instead of going, you have been paid your 1,000 bob or your 2,000 shillings. Instead of going home, you're going to the artist who gave you the work. Now umefanya kazi mara mbili, umepewa 2,000 yako, bado umeenda kwake kitandani kupasha moto, like does not make sense. Yeah. So the more you do that, the more you are degrading us. You're degrading the other girls in the industry, and you're making things tough. Because if that man was given that thing the first time, who are you not to give me? That's the mentality. Yeah. So we have to be strong. We have to go for it. We have to, Don't let your guard down because of, if you can sing, you can sing. Just sing. Kenya is here. Wakenya ni wazuri sana. If you're good at what you do, they support you. Yeah.
Now, being that this is a conversation yenye imekuwa for quite a while, and it has been mentioned in different levels and in different platforms, and still it is still there. Coming from like learning from you now that umekuwa kwa industry 8 years, right? 8 years is such a long time.
Yeah.
So do you think watu wame understand, or do you think that the message is really out there, or imeongelewa tu hadi sasa ikakuwa tu normal? Wewe unakuja unasema, mwingine atakuja aseme, mwingine complain, and then
actually as for me, mimi it's not normal, because I'll talk about it mpaka mwisho, until, because I believe we are the millennials, right? The 90s babies. What I can say is hatuachi kuongea, na tutaongea, na tutaimba, na hakuna mtu mwenye atapeana kitu ati kama mtu ana nini, kama mtu ako na talent, itaenda even without mambo mingi or things like that. Like, people will sing and people will do it because we are the youths and we have the voice and we can talk about it and we will do it. It is very possible, na tunaenda na tunazidi.
Kweli. And you mentioned your media personalities, ndio? What do you think is the role now of the media sasa kwa hii story yote ya whatever is going on kwa industry?
Now, the media, let's go to the media. Media, you've been playing people who are known, like the artists who have been there 10 years ago. They're still rolling in our industry. Excuse me, listen to me today. There are people out here who are producing their voices from the deepest part of their souls. And they still don't have an ear. It's not that they're not pushing, they are. But just because they cannot, like, they have not been there, or you don't know them, you show them, like, you wait first. Let's play this one. Bado mtu mwenye alichezwa jana ndo atachezwa jana. Atachezwa kesho, atachezwa kesho kutwa. And it does not make sense. It does not make sense at all. So what I can say is that the young media personalities, thanking Eve Mungai. Eve Mungai has really supported the youth. Like, she's doing it. Let's have another person like Eve. And we will go. We will go. Like, Ivo pole pole tu tutazidi, and people will be heard, and we'll go somewhere. That's what I can say.
So aside music aside kidogo, sindio? The whole of this month tumekuwa tukiongelea about representation of the youth in government, and the role that us young people can play in government, sindio? And governance as a whole. And I understand as an artist, ukiwa kama msanii wewe ni kama a leader of some sort, sindio? So first, kwanza tuanze tu na wewe. Do you feel well represented?
Me, I can say I'm not well represented, for real. Because, for one, I'm not seeing those, I hear, like the other day, Ezekiel Mutua was giving Bahati 200,000, please. Bahati has money, he has a lot of money. Akona studio yake. If he wants to record music, he can record his own music. If he wants to do video, anaweza fanya video yake. What about these young talents out there who don't have, they don't have money? Why don't you get that money, get something to do for those guys, wajue mali wata record. Others even don't know where they'll record, know? They're just there struggling, mtu anang'ang'ana kulipa. Like, that money, may it find something useful to do, because you are the people out there who are supposed to be representing us. Hakuna kitu you are doing. I hear even the big artists themselves, they complain because they don't get, enough money for their music. They have to look for their own shows, it does not work out like that. Right now, Mali tumefika, we're supposed to be looking at countries like Nigeria, Ghana. People are fighting for their industry. People are being fed with their music, Hapa Kenya bado tu ni kama politicians no maceleb. It does not work out like that. Like, hey, we have talent. And I'll repeat that, and I'll say that again and again and again. We need to be represented to the fullest. As much as you complain about crime and all that, there's talent. Lakini ukionyesha mtu hakuna kitu namfanyia ama nini, itakuwa tu hivyo.
Okay, I understand that there's the role that the government needs to play, sindio? And the whole representation, like for instance, the body that governs the music industry, sindio?
Yeah.
But now, as young people, mimi ni msanii, I'm young, I'm passionate, niko na all the energy, niko na all the time. If I feel nimefinyika at some point, what do you think I can do?
Ukifeel umefinyika, okay, let me start by saying, artist, msanii, anza na kama hii ni show, si ndio?
Yeah.
Anza na repost hii show. Anza na kuipush. Ndio kesho ukikuja hapa, utakuwa unang'ang'ana kuonwa. People will see you, first of all.
Yeah.
Second, when you feel like you have talent, what you can do, keep on. You know, it's like a plant. When you put a seed down here, you have to keep on watering it so that it can grow.
Yeah.
So how do you water your talent? It's by, if you are dancing, dance. Every time you have an opportunity to dance, can you just dance? If you are singing, anytime you have a chance to sing and push for it. The only way you get what you want in life is by push for it. Look at the legends that have been there. Look at Nameless, Kinawahu. They have come from very far.
True.
And they still keep on watering. And that's why you see, like, hata watoto wao, kina Tumiso, kina nani hao, they will not struggle because hiyo mmea ilisha nyunyiziwa maji na ikamea na inazidi kumea na itamea mpaka iendelee kumea, even for the next generation for them. Unapata?
Yeah.
So if you have that talent, if you have that thing you are doing, kuza talanta yako, kimbizana nayo. Hata saa zingine ukiambia fulani, umwambie yeye anafanya hii akose kusupport, kesho ataona yeye mtu aachi, na kesho sukuma mpaka ikubali. That's what I can say. Yeah.
True. That is very true.
Yeah.
Remember, guys, if you're just joining us, we are live on YouTube at E_Square TV. This is Eastlands Expressions, Manzena. We are having with us on set an amazing lady, a singer, songwriter, media personality, an actress, and of course, man, a lady with a very, very beautiful voice and passionate about the young people and the ladies in the industry. So talk to us. Unaweza comment hapo hivyo YouTube. Tuambie unawatch kutoka wapi. Remember, tunatumia the hashtag #IamGovernment, si ndio? So I want to release you, but I believe utakuwa unakuja kuperform after this, si ndio? Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this week tulikuwa na rap battle. Na ilikuwa crazy, manze. I'm talking about the mic check. It was hot. Rappers walitokea wakaleta their A game, si ndio? So whatever we are about to show you, we are about to play a video yenye about vile kulienda. That is on Wednesday. Watch it, and then after that tutakuwa tuna introduce to you our winner, au sio? Yes manze, hiyo ilikuwa rap battle hapo hivyo Wednesday. It was mad, it was sick. All the rappers turned out, walipiga shughuli yao hapo hivyo, hatari sana. So before you perform your next jam, kindly give us your social media handles.
Okay, I am RHEMY MUVAI on Facebook. RHEMY, RHEMY MUVAI, RHEMY MUVAI. Instagram, RHEMY MUVAI. Yeah, so like all my social media handles, it's RHEMY MUVAI. Once again, RHEMY MUVAI, MUVAI.
Yes, yeah. Manzi. So I'm gonna leave you to perform the next jam. That is Never Forget You.
Yeah.
Sidio?
Never Forget You, okay. By Ben Soul.
By Ben Soul.
Yeah.
All right.
Never forget you, never pretend you. Tumepita kwenye jua, tumepita kwenye mvua. You've always been so true since you came through. Heri ungejua, wengine sitajua. Saa zile miukuwazanga sana, picha zinakwanga zamana. Yule anapanganga ni Maulana, na so siwezi ngoja mpaka vile tutaona na 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 na. Whoa, na 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 na. Whoa, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Show me the green light, tell me you're alright. Joko na dawa, umepiga shower. Deep in this dark night, I'll be your moonlight. Hey. Oh, saa zile miukuwazanga sana, picha zinakwanga zamana. Yule anapanganga ni Maulana, na so siwezi ngoja. Hey. Oh, na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. I'll never forget you, I'll never pretend to. Tumepita kwenye jua, tumepita kwenye mvua. You've always been so true since you came through. Heri ungejua, wengine sitajua. Na 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 na. Oh, na 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 na. Yeah, I'll never forget you, never pretend to. Tumepita kwenye jua, tumepita kwenye mvua. You've always been so true since you came through. Heri ungejua, wengine sitajua. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, 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 yeah. Never forget you. Yeah. Never pretend to. Oh, na 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 forget you.
All right. Amazing, 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 amazing. Amazing stuff, manze.
Thank you.
Kuna sauti tamu sana. Na uko na mafans pia hapa YouTube, naona kuna wase wameshow some love. Let me read a few of them. Tuko na Nancy Bansi hapa anasema she has an amazing voice. Just beautiful. And then tuko na Ian Josh anasema Remy, sauti yako iko sawa. At Zuchu tupe collabo. Okay.
Thank you.
Nataka Zuchu arushe collabo. And then Patricia anasema I like her personality.
Thank you.
Asante sana Beatrice, Patricia over there. Steve Biko anasema I feel with this voice we can top the world. At Black Boy Media, at RHEMY, ainge studio to mziki. Umepata fan mwingine mmoja. Steve Biko anasema amekuwa your new fan, eh? Asante sana Steve Biko for always keeping us company. Tuko na Caroline, tuko na Brad Ongota anasema nice voice. Nice voice. Thanks sana Brad. Anasema tuko poa. Caroline anasema Remy is so beautiful and super talented. Mad love girl. Ametumapo emoji za moto, fire, fire, fire. Angela Mecha anasema the voice. Ametuma emoji za mapenzi hapo. Anapenda sana, amesema anapenda sana hiyo sauti. And then Ian Josh amesema ametuma hapo emoji za fire 100%, sauti iko on top. So thanks so much for joining us, Remy. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you on the show today. And whatever you do in each and everything that tunafanya manze, tunakuwish you all the best sisi kama team E squared, sindio? Keep on going strong, sindio? Tukue na tutakuwa pia uta bring up pia wewe na mademu wengine wenye wako na such a good personality kwa industry, sindio?
Nashukuru. Thank you for hosting me today. Nashukuru sana.
Asante sana. All right.
Thank you.
So ladies and gentlemen, if you still with us, remember to go live YouTube at E_squared TV. Unaweza tuongelesha pia Instagram and Twitter at E_squared KE and Facebook tuko at eastlandsexpressions. Remember tunatumia the hashtag I am government. And right about now, I want to introduce a man, a legend pia, sindio? The winner of the mic check. Bro, piga kitu. Huyu ni mzito na come stage. The winner of the mic check June edition, manze. I'm talking about none other than the main man himself. Heavyweight ako ndani ya nyumba.
Check 1 2 mic check. Yeah. Agriculture, communication, entrepreneurship, investments, horticulture, exportation, leadership, development, poor planning, no facilities, shut down, lockdown, no activities. You wanna see my creativity? Chant down Babylon primitivity. For the people, by the people, and with the people. Democracy, equality, justice, practice, integrity, people, power, potential, possibilities, power, people, possibilities, potential. Nikisema people, unasema power, so people,
Power.
people,
Power.
Nikisema kgs, unasema heavyweight, kgs,
Heavyweight.
kgs,
Heavyweight.
Nikisema Eastland, unasema expression, Eastland,
Expressions.
Eastland,
Expressions.
Nikisema people, unasema power, people,
Power.
people,
Power.
gang, heavyweight.
What up?
Yeah.
Is vipi my G?
Niko fiti.
Uko poa?
Niko bie.
Congratulations manze.
Thank you.
Uko aje?
Niko poa manze, nashukuru tu.
Naona uko chilled, uko laid back.
Easy.
Easy.
So, kuna pressure.
Hauna pressure.
Mimi si gas cooker.
What? Pole, mimi si rapa, kisijui narijibu aje.
Haina noma.
Usini roast manzi.
Naelewa. Ani pila dread, muaga mrasta bado yani.
Sasa hapo tunaweza hapo tuko pamoja.
Hapo iko sawa.
Hapo tuko sawa. Anyway manzi, uko aje? How has everything been after rap battle?
First and foremost,
nataka
ku appreciate kila mse mwenye alipull efforts kumake kitu happen.
True.
Black Boy Entertainment, the guys behind camera, technical team, the band. Kila mtu yani mwenye alijaribu, ma opponents. Happen, so nashukuru. Otherwise imekuwa poa. Ikuwa rahisi, but na believe you get rewarded according to your input ama efforts zako, so iko tu sawa.
Kweli. So expectations zako kikamera battle zilikuwaje?
Expectation yangu nikikamera battle manze, nilikuwa na expect competition yani ikuwe noma sana.
Na did you feel the other rappers walikuwa competitive enough for you?
After bado jo, acheni mchezo, mkue serious.
Waambie kwa hii kamera, waambie.
Hii ndio kamera yao. Buda kweni serious jo. Many heavyweight, yo 8 mlileta bado si heavy.
Si heavy.
Lakini mlijaribu. Kwa sawa hivyo.
Uko sure ukitoka hapo unatembea safe hadi mtaani ama hapo hata kutrace?
Natembea.
But anyways, so the whole experience your rap battle and imagine kukuwa mshindi wa hiyo title manzi, what does it mean to you?
It means a lot to me because first and foremost I began way back as a street poet. So I used to do street poetry. We used to like do it back in the hood. So you go behind walls zenye ziko na graffiti. Alafu kila mtu anakaa na jeshi yake. So unadisiwa. Jeshi bado inaweza kushika mabare mingi sana jo. Shiom. So the transitional dynamic, fourth back and center hivyo imekuwa na ups, downs zake, right and left hivyo zake pia. A lot it has. But coming hapa hivi ilikuwa fiti. The reception yenye nilipata hapa hivi, it's professional reception I can say. First and foremost, big up tena yani, kazi fiti. Ikakam pia, ilikuwa tu fiti yani, ilikuwa experience ingine, mambo mbaya yani, hivyo ndio naweza sema.
So
kutoka kwa street, then nikam manze, tunaidu live on camera, so naambia tu waseni aje, chezeni na mabundles. Wengi kwa wewe, wezi feel fiti?
Una feel fiti. So was it the first time ilikuwa rap, umesema si equal rap battle, equal rap yako ya kwanza?
No, it's not my first rap.
But initially ulikuwa unafanya poetry?
Initially, unajua poetry and rhythm, it's an expression basically. So poetry na rhythm, alafu beat inakam.
Inaongezwa hapo.
So poetry ndio hiyo street poetry, unaelewa? So battle unajaribu ku-incorporate hizo elements fulani. Kani literature unajaribu ku-infuse hizo elements. Beat, assonance, consonance, humor, imagery, repetition. Vitu kaa hizo unarada. Ma punchline, ma wordplay, nene. So unajaribu kuzifuse in. Ukisoma kitabu, if you're reading a novel out there, ama a magazine, ama kama umepandanganya na umevaa suti, alafu uambie donda unafea, so unaweza igeuzaje ikuwe hapa ma poetry na bado wasewa ingie box. Tukaa hiyo yani. Unanirada, unanipata?
Ni sawa. Pole bro. So umekuwa kidu hii stuff for how long?
Pinia manze siwezi approximate manze. Penye tulizaliwa zile enzi, unajua enzi za gugu gaga. Ukizaliwa tu yani, tulizaliwa tu kaa tumeanzaga kuchachisha hadi wa leo.
Mlianzanga tu. In fact hata labda mlianza kwa tumbo ya mother.
Manze. Una kick hapo nini, unachachisha tu huko. Unadai freedom. So
una chant.
It's been a while though. We still here, not giving up any soon. So
sindio?
Amazing
man. Another thing that will come out very clearly during rap battle is that at some point you are a leader in the community, right?
Yeah.
Na nilisikia sana I heard most of your lyrics at some point zilikuwa zinaongelea about vitu zenye zina happen.
True.
kwa society, si ndio? And in line tu na ile conversation yenye tumekuwa nayo hii mwezi mzima, tumekuwa tukiongelea about governance, si ndio? And specifically the role of sisi young people kwa governance, si ndio?
Yes.
So first of all, what role do you think we as young people can play to change things, and if at all if at all you feel that sisi kama watu wa young tunaweza change something, one or two things kwa system?
Role yetu kama youth manze in the community, basically it means we need to voice up on behalf of the disadvantaged areas. A lot of issues, kuna vitu mobs ina happen, so if we look critically into the social, political and economic aspect, inamaanisha si ma youth ni viongozi wa leo, si kesho.
True.
So actually, my space in the community, being a community leader and into advocacy, I got inspired by my mom. So big up sana madangu jo, wherever you are, man. I love you unconditionally. My mom has been a CHV, community health volunteer. So coming up, I got this from her. So I had to like venture and explore outside there to see how I can also voice up on behalf ya wase wengine. Instantly unapataga my youth ni wase wanatumikaga tu. So pia mina feel it's about time we as youth, we need to like step up, tuchachishe manze, tuonyeshe wase pia si tunajielewa yani. Si watu wa kutumiwa.
Nini hiyo like specifically nini? Because unajua tumeshinda tu tukisemanga hii conversation imekuwa tuseme for a while na tumeshindanga tu tukisema tuna need kufanya kitu, tuna need to change vitu. What specifically can we start with? Because I understand hatuwezi change everything on a single day. No, it will take time. But nini exactly tunaweza anza nayo kama vijana ndio to change?
Manze, hatufai kufuata mheshimiwa ndio anunue lunch au atoe mpango. Inafaa mheshimiwa anatufuata juu sisi ndio tuko na match. Designer kikataa tunamuonyesha mlango. So hiyo inamaanisha aje? Weka kijana, for example,
kani ganji mamita, kani rangi lupita, kasi njagi wakisha na main business, kasi kanji na pita, kasi mangi ni vita, kasi pangi na ivisha to big dealness, sachanda bete na visha, kimatiangi na tisha kijana tarika.
Unaona? Na pia kuna masanse na kutanaga nao, mimi na hadi mabeshte manjege tulichop nao, ka 30. So pia au pull up tu, pia au uchana au shikisha, unaona? Na see, you are not supposed to be like crucified. A child afai kuwa punished juu ya sins za budake. So society imekuwa hivyo. So meaning dynamically tunaweza change kitu at the little efforts zenye tuna bring. So inamaanisha kaa kuna maji tuna need kuchachisha. Kaa ni duty ya county government. Hiyo ni chapter 11 of the National Constitution. Devolved government ama tukiangalia kitu kaa chapter 14, the same constitution talk about national security. Tukiangalia chapter 15 talk about commissions and independent offices. So sima vijana tuna need kukua independent. Na hizi makamera manze, hizi mamic, hizi ndio ofisi zetu. So pia tutreatiwe na heshima. Vitu tunaongea pale hivyo tusikue criticized cause tuna need your respect of opinions. Me disagreeing with you, see disrespect ni opinions. So na level ground inamaanisha tunaanzia vitu kaa hizo. Kaa kuna maji ni basic. Vitu kaa pads manze tunaona inchi zingine zinapeanwa sare. Huku hivi ma MP wanapeana alafu wanapiga picha manze wanaeka kwa Instagram. Jo, watu wana celebrate. Hizi ni gani? Hizo si flex. That's not a real flex. A real flex for me inamaanisha social amenities, zile vitu kani infrastructure ni ziko on point. Ukiflex useme manze umejenga barabara fulani kilomita kadhaa. Ona imagine for post maternal and prematernal kani Turkana manze, hata siongelei Nairobi. Hii conversation iko limited. So tukishia Turkana mother naweza walk like 70 km yani apate hiyo facility. Alafu mblena fulani yani analeta umbwak ni yani sijui hadi naweza semaje. Anapiga tu picha anatuwekea mapad. Yaani kwani ukipea msee maziwa jo na mkate yani lazima upige picha, unaona? So si kama vijana tuko brainwashed na ma delusion fulani. Unaamka kwa social media. So hata mademo wanakuwa kuna mental health issues. Like you cannot be Nicki Minaj, you can't be Cardi, manze, you can't be Lopez ama Jennifer, you are you.
You are you, you are what you are.
So unaamka, unakuwa inspired na ule msee pale. Manze alafu ina backfire jo. Atumia hizi vitu za wa China. So mtaa ukipita jo mbogi inakucheka tu jo umecheza ndogo naona. Jo, manze watu wako real jo. Ama hiyo bado ni leadership, ndio?
Well, true. And by the looks of it na kusikiza just vile unaji-express it it comes out that unajua you know so much about probably issues to do with governance and the constitution. But do you think that young people wako na information kama wenye uko nayo, and do you think that the fact that hiyo information has a part to play kwa kuchange hizi issues zenye watu napitia kwa mtaa?
Yeah, they do, but it's I feel like it's a two-way traffic. So meaning, even our upbringing alone, our structural upbringing. So unapata uchakwenyu kuna ma-engineer, huwezi kuwa na freedom ya kukua designer ama kuka. Unaonyeshwa ni aje jo hii boma, kuka yako manze alikuwa tu pasta. Wewe ivako yako jo ni gani?
Unambongo unaleta mapepo kwa boma.
So unakuwa limited. Manze unakuwa limited tu usome. So mimi na believe in problem solving ama value based leadership. Inamaanisha tunatafuta solution, unaona? So hii ni education outside the classroom. Na hiyo ndio tuna respect manze, mtu kama mimi. Vitu zingine ni manual manze, si lazima ati some degrees are natural, hivyo ndio naweza sema. Si lazima from the streets, yani. Si lazima ati uende Daro mse fulani akwambie.
Kweli.
Unachachisha tu na mbogi, ni aje buda chukua nduthi yako, kuna mzigo fulani pale tukabebe, ni aje ule mheshimiwa kuna venye amekula do fulani akutwe. Na anakutwa na change ina happen. So mimi na believe hiyo ni space yenye my youths wakitake up na wa step up manze na wachukue kura yani tuna change kitu.
But hata tukisema nataka kuagree na wewe, but bado nita disagree kidogo. Tukisema wakutwe, do you think that probably there's a way yenye is right by law, si ndio? Because pia tuwezi amka tu leo tuseme sasa MC alikula ganji, wacha tumkute mbogi. So unajua vile vijana sometimes tunakuanga rowdy.
But see kwa constitution kuna chapter 4 buda. Bill of Rights.
Now,
kuna chapter 10 judiciary. So kama mse ako na influence na resources na ganji anaweza influence kila kitu. Anaweza enda kotiko uaiwe. Sisi tumeanza kitambo. Mababu zetu walikuwa na do hizi vitu. Kitambo. So inamaanisha the same way kama tunaweza step up. Tunaweza do nikisema kutwe. Hiyo ni street language ina sound venye ina sound. But kama anakutwa, sikizi watu wa fight physical, unapiga msee na akili, unamnyorosha logically. So hivyo ndio tunaweza mkuta ni logically, si physical. Physical ni ya watu wa weak. Logic sasa ndio ya kibuda. So tunacheza tu logic hapa. In short kitu namaanisha you have to show up. There are no up shows. Show up irrespective, regardless, yani dress up, show up. There are no up shows. Hakuna up shows, huwezi kaa kitu ifanyike. Hiyo ndio notion imekuwa tuna drive nao manze, mavijana ni viongozi wa kesho. So kesho manze, kesho inakuwa
kesho itaifika bana.
Vijana ni uongozi wa saa hii. Now do or die saa hii. So tunaifanya saa hii. Kasi saa hii manze itawahi kuwa. Same venye tulikuwa colonized. Naona? Walami walikamiki na Bible, wakaambia wa Afrika jo fungeni macho. Naona white Jesus. So venye wa Afrika walifungaga macho, wakifungua macho, shamba zote jo zimeenda, wakati watu ma Bible pale. Naona venye hizi vitu ziko. So mi uangaliaga, try kucheki vitu hivyo. Like I try to, in every problem I try to look into a solution. Mi kila shida sionagi shida na jaribu ingi kuangalia solution, because hiyo ndio drive. Value based leadership critically, problem solving ni solution. So 3, you research, you consult, you implement. umeresearch, umejua shida ni maji.
Wapi?
Ukaconsult. Naona?
Ukajua hii maji shida ni nini, mbona iko hivi na hivi.
Funds zilikulwa. Ama ni resources hakuna. Alafu una-implement aje. So uki-implement labor, kama vijana wanaweza fanya hiyo kazi.
Wapewe.
Kama ni gava wapewe, unaona? Because pia tunaangalia transition hizi vitu zina pick up. Devolved government to may buy from western states yetu. So it needs to be given like some time. Ndio pick up. So pole pole ka hizi positional seats ni mob manze, watu ni wengi kwa parliament bana. Hii ni do ya mtoza ushuru, tax inakulwa tu na watu wako. Kuna watu na positions zingine manze
crazy.
Unajua sitting moja kwa parliament ni donga ngapi? 10k buda sitting.
Per sitting.
You know, so it was sitting member of parliament. Anaenda ana sit tu, anadoze huko, akitoka ka 10k.
Ameingia.
So ka sitting moja manze ni 10k. Si lazima hata ubonge.
True.
Unaingia pale. Hivyo ndio mayouth wanakuwa inspired. So you are not inspired into real solutions, values and principles. Unakuwa inspired na mboka. Umekuwa umesota miaka kaa 10 ama 15. So ukiingia pale unaona tu Waiguru aliibaga mita 200. Hata mimi nikiiba jo mitakaa so nipeleke Mbogi jo. Watu washikishe jaba, watu watatambua. Hiyo ni uongo manze.
Yes man, you've heard it from the man himself. Anaitwa Heavyweight. He's our winner for the rap battle manze yenye ilihappen hapo Wednesday. So umesikia manze, wewe kama kijana, as a young person, you are the leader of today. Wewe ni kiongozi saa hizi, si ndio? Take action, hold them accountable for whatever it is you feel that is not going on vizuri kwa area yako, si ndio? So right about now, before ni kupresent na hii trophy, nataka utuchangamshe kiasi.
Kabisa.
Uko sawa?
Uko sawa.
Can we do this?
We can.
Band tuko fiti? So freestyle tu, si ndio?
So before band wapige hii niko na nini fulani manze inaongelea hizi mental health issues inaenda hivi.
Yeah.
I'm from the ghetto. So after hustle, your mom has to stay woke up too late at night. Just for your papa to get back through drunk. So she gets slapped, stepped and stabbed right in front of your eyes. But you cannot do anything about it as a kid. As a kid, I mean you suffer trauma, you lose concentration, you won't even focus. You're left on a coma, but one said a philosopher, education is the key. I mean, have you ever bothered to ask yourself, then why is the future not so bright? Not so light indeed. If I'm wrong, I don't want to be right. Too many opinions indeed. We fake smiles from the outside, but from within it's a blade. I never chose to be a rapper. Rap chose me. I'm from the streets where you can't afford to pay a lawyer, so on a bad day you are told to plead. Ironically and literally for the oppressors to satisfy their own interests of greed. Leave alone the 2, 4s and 3s. Not talking of the A, B and C's. Ladies and gentlemen, tuko hizi area bana naitwa KGs. Wewe.
Take it away KGs.
Check. Yeah. Hey. Mwaga diverse, kauna diverse ni show, skill ni raw, natema line rhyme na flow. Vipi bro, kauna kama neno ni show, sipendi vitisho, maringo na wase kujishow. Swag ni simple, easy cast, smile jua dimple, style na twinkle, anytime free kumingle. Kauko single, unaweza karibia tu jingle. Little star, washikwe na kidhundo ka pimple. Siogopi kusema, siogopi kutema, siogopi kunena, kuji-express kwa wadhi. Kidungi kinena, kichungi sinema, kuhepa kuhemu, shy witness drama D. Rausha mapema ukitaka kumenya, ukitaka kupenya hii Kenya mamida D. Usicheke kilema, utacheku kilema, mazuri na mema yote ni kupenda kwako G. Nikisema Mike, unasema champion Mike. Champion. Nikisema KGs, unasema heavyweight KGs. Heavyweight. Nikisema mic check, unasema 1 2. Mic check
1 2.
Mic check
1 2.
The bigger the game, the bigger the name, the bigger the shame. My G sana feel ka champ. No matter the pain, no matter the blame, Cardinal na wa reign, simanishi Trump. Marapo amebit, flow zao sini, Broniko legit, your beat, kai kubambi delete. Natoka kwa street, majamo trip, mamamu strip, mavijana mangasi chip. Beat diambo na spit visik, rambo na hit mawik, kando na preach na aim lambo. Street dando kulit vinit, jambo G sinaga mambo, di ufala kitambo. Hii pupa ya nene, mi hapana fade, hii ni rally, tuko safari. Futsubishe, sina Ferrari, bila Madonna seti trend uliza Larry. Nikisema kgs, unasema heavyweight kgs. KG
Heavyweight.
Nikisema mic check, unasema 1 2 mic check
1 2
mic check
1 2.
DJ. Thank you.
Hey, hey.
Yeah.
Alright.
Ni come tell ndani ya tray before separate particles of dust. Your flavor is in there straight, it's not an easy task. It's a long way back, niki flashback through the dark. Ni kama safari ya Noah to the foreign land kwa beli ya shaka mabone 4 1994. Nina mabro watatu with one loving sister. Keda ni ya 4x4, one bed sitter. Mister, imegawanyishwa na curtain katikati. At times tulinyeshewa msee, nikawa si wanaishi kwa nyumba ina mabati. Kiguna njia patipati, unapiga picha upati. Umekumbwa na atiati, the only hope now is strength ya the almighty. Hey, dear mama, mama yangu, big up Joma dango sana.
Big up KG's heavyweight man ndani ya nyumba. So without any further ado manzi.
Yes.
You deserved it. Ulitokea, pull up, ulimwalk, ukapiga shughuli.
Shukran. Thank you.
I present to you the winner of the Mic Check June edition, KG's Heavyweights.
Thank you.
So, hii trophy manze, unaona vile ni safi?
Safi sana.
Sindio? Shukran manze for the effort, for everything. We wish you all the best manze. Weni mzito. And I hope that the knowledge that you have, it's si kitu ya kawaida. It's something that you should take it upon yourself kupass to the others wenye wako mtaani, si ndio? Ufungue macho, tunahitaji young people kama nyinyi wenye wako kwa area wenye wanaweza fungua others macho, si ndio? And then take up that leadership role na uende nayo kabisa, au sio?
True, nimeshukuru sana manze.
Yeah.
Big up manze tena kila mtu mafan. Kila mtu manze mwenye anafanya kazi yake. Big up the people behind the cameras, technical team.
Yeah.
Alafu hii sasa lazima tu upgrade. Unajua trophy rack. Ile trophy rack yangu jo.
Imeongezeka kamoja.
Inaongezeka kajamo ndani sasa rada safi. Thank you.
Asante sana.
Shukran.
Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, that was KG Heavyweight manze, our winner of the Mic Check freestyle rap battle for the illest MCs in the 254 manze. So that is June, done and dusted. Next month manze, kama unajitambua kama wewe ni rapper deadly sana hapo hivyo nje manze, show up. Kama upige shughuli, probably you'll never know, you might be going home with that same trophy, si ndio? So this week tuliingia kwa streets, we did mtaani manze, and we were continuing with the same conversation ya governance and the role of the young people kwa government. Do you feel represented as a young person? And if you don't feel represented, what are you doing about it? Sindio? Usikae tu hapo ngoje kusikia vile kunaenda, useme tu ni hivyo imeisha. Sindio? You have a role to play, and you only play that role by stepping up and raising a voice. Sindio? So right about now, I want us to watch this clip of the E-Squared Mtaani.
Youth across the world face a myriad of problems in creating and utilizing opportunities for representation to decision-making bodies. But for how long will the youth feel oppressed? For how long will we feel underrepresented? And for how long will we feel not being part of government processes? Today, I'm going to be having this conversation with a youth activist, Mr. ABED NEGO from Masinde Muliro University, and Mr. Thomas Ogendo, the founder of Boy Child Network Association, and of course, a graduate from NIBS College, Nancy Bansi. Welcome to East Mtaani. As Kenyan youth, do you feel represented enough?
It's a good question. And allow me to segment this thing. We have two types of representation. We have a documented representation and a people's representation. As far as constitution is concerned, we are represented by that document called constitution. As far as people's position is concerned, there is no representation for the young people.
So many people out here graduating, but they have no that guarantee that they're going to even get a job. You have that master's and someone with a diploma or something. You have a master's and you don't even have that assurance you're even going to get something out of it. As in, if the youths are actually represented out there, there'll be so many people out there struggling, like the youth struggling.
What is the right percentage for presentation of the youth in the national?
Thank you so much. That's a good question. Going by the past analysis, we have seen ladies fighting for 2/3 because of the increased population. So if we go by the same composition of the population, then youths decide 70% of the total representation. That one I'm speaking on the basis of appointive positions. If that is what we use to calculate our measure of representation. We saw just last year, government trying to develop a formula on a revenue sharing, where counties were losing, others were gaining. This was based on population density. So why can't we use the same to decide representation for the young people in government parastatals, in our companies, and even in the House of Representation?
As a youth activist, what do you think we can do to clear the air regarding what Nancy has said? I am a youth, I don't know how this works, I don't understand how it works, I don't even want to know how it works. As a youth activist, I think you have that power to help create awareness on certain situations that involve the youth. So how can we go about it in just creating awareness among the youth?
I think number one, we should talk about the policy making issue, whereby youths are given, the policies are made to favor youths. In our parliament, parliaments are not very keen when it comes to making policies that will favor youths. Youths are the majority as we speak right now. So the policies in the parliament, or policies that are being amended in the parliament, should be made to ensure that youths are given an opportunity to air out their issues, to have representation.
So Abed, you talked about the National Youth Council. So let's start from understanding what the National Youth Council does and what it is about actually.
Actually, the National Youth Council is actually it's a section, or is a constitutional section that was actually made for the youths to be represented. It begins from, we have the national representatives, and we have also the local representatives. We from the locals, we elect some leaders. We elect some of our representatives from down there, like MCS. We should elect MCS. So the youths come up in wards. They elect one youth to represent them. Then they elect one regional. And then this regional will come to national and elect one youth who will represent them. So it's kind of a delicate representation, whereby youths are now brought in place, whereby they will be given a position to air their views. So in this National Youth Council, after we've elected one national leader, this person will be given a position in parliament to represent youths. Youths does not know about it. Youths have no idea about this National Youth Council. Some of us actually came to realize about it when we were leaders in the university. So we were enlightened by some of our colleagues who were aware of these things. But generally, the youths are not aware about it.
Why do you think we have a National Youth Council that exists, that is supposed to represent us, the youth, but we have no idea of such an initiative?
I think we have what we call superiority of numbers. So the government believes we have numbers. And if we are enlightened about the functionality of these people, then we'll consider somebody like MP, so useless. We'll consider somebody like an MCA, very useless. So that's why the government has not been doing proper sensitization. To a point, they have not even laid clear the functionality of these people. But the background idea that kind of stimulated the formation of the National Youth Council was that youths get representation. Youth find somebody to talk on their behalf. Youth find somebody to speak on the table while people are discussing national policy regarding our young people. That youth find representation in the National Assembly. Yeah, to a point they developed that's the strategy, that is the election strategy. And the mistake they did, they confused two things. They confused delegate election and majority election. As the National Youth Council starts, it's a popular initiative election. It's a common managed election. Any youth can participate. As it moves forward from the ward level to the constituency level, it's now a delegate election. Why? Why is that so? So these are some of the things that are not clearly stipulated to ensure that our youths are not enlightened about the existence of such important bodies.
So if today I just woke up and go like, Thomas, I want to be the National Youth Member of Parliament, that takes the president to elect me.
No, it doesn't take the president to elect you.
Okay.
There's a procedure you have to follow. One, you must be very smart in your ward to appoint your elected a youth representative in your ward. You must also be very smart. Go and win, convince delegates that you are the best candidate until they elect you in the constituency level. You must also go ahead in your devolved unit, that is the county, and convince these people you can be the very best youth council leader in your county. Then after that, you must also proceed to the regionals before you get to the top, that is the national level. So there's a procedure you follow for you to get to that office. Yeah.
Okay. And I also think that puts us in a bigger space because, when you have a National Youth Council, your issues are more likely to be aired from the ground. So what do you think, because you also talked about it being dead, so how can we make it more active?
One, you cannot come with a legal body and you have not even specified the time duration of office bearers. Yeah, you have not stipulated in the constitution the condition that satisfies a person being removed from that office, because a person cannot be competent 100%. Yeah, there are some kind of mischiefs that might misguide the functionality of that office. So are we supposed to feel comfortable when this person is abusing the office? Within the office of the National Youth Council, we have Youth Senate who are just loitering. What is the function of the County Youth Senate? We have the office of the County Youth Senate.
What does it do?
The County Youth Senate is kind of given the oversighting role to ensure that he or she keeps the National Youth Council on the watch. But we have a County Youth Senate without funding. That's why I told you we have opportunities minus finance.
The Youth Council is being funded by the national government, don't forget. But it is not funded so well. It's just funded minimum. So we can say they get a very small, I can say petty money, small money to run the activities. So you find this money are only meant to assist the people or to assist the representatives at the top, not at the bottom. While when you are a representative at the bottom there's nothing to benefit from this day.
So what opportunities do we have as youth to be represented actually? What opportunities are there for representation?
There are several opportunities. These two bodies are true for the youth. Actually, when we talk about the issues, I talked about the unemployment issues. I talked about the issues to deal with the drug abuse. I talked about the issues to deal with he talked about the youth coming with a youth section whereby youths can actually get can air their views, being active, making sure that they're active. So actually, I think the youth council and the youth senate actually has a role to play when we talk about the youths, bringing about or making sure that there are the policies that will assist youths are brought in parliament. Coming up with policies to deal with employment, bringing the policies to deal with 30% tenders goes for youths. So those are the roles that they are supposed to play to make sure that youths gets that representation, gets that opportunities that we are talking about. But previously we also had the youth punge.
Okay.
I don't know where the youth punge has gone to, but maybe Thomas can actually touch about it shortly.
The youth bunge was there, but what the government did was they paralyzed the function of the youth bunge with the bunge la wananchi.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So after realizing the youth bunge was so strong, to a point they used to advocate for the issues that were affecting our young people without fear of intimidation, they came up with the bunge la wananchi. And I can remember it very well. After CORD lost election in 2013, is when they developed bunge la wananchi. I recently talked to the bunge la wananchi speaker, and he told me they had bunge la wananchi. They even had their own president. What did the state do? After realizing bunge la wananchi was so strong again, they manipulated the functionality of the president of bunge la wananchi and was appointed to a state pastor. So you find bunge la wananchi was there, but something was done behind the curtain, and they dealt away with it. That is why the youth national government structure is left hanging, with the youth senate without clear functionality, without clear responsibility. You are just there to be seen, but no legal mandates to undertake.
So what can we do in conjunction with student leaders to make things better for us as Kenyan youth?
Coming to touch on the issues with the student leadership, with the National Youth Council, bunge la wananchi, coming up with a representation strategy to ensure that now it is a matter of us making right choices of all those whom we give positions. But as far as bunge la wananchi is concerned, or as far as the National Youth Council is concerned, there is no public availed document that stipulates the roles of this office. And that is the main reason why these people, most of our people, are not well conversant with the basic ideologies of these people.
This has been Iskwari Mchani, guys, and I've been hanging out with Thomas and ABED, NEGO, and of course Nancy Bansi. And I'm hoping you've grasped one or two things from this conversation. And as a Kenyan youth watching us right now, do not be silent. You know, silence is a killer, like Thomas said, and it all starts with you and I. Let's stand up, yeah? Be aware of what's happening in your country as a youth. Know your rights, know what you need to do at a particular time, and know the right time to press those, to say, how did you call it, pressing the buttons, like pressing the right.
The youth bunge was so strong, to a point they used to advocate for the issues that were affecting our young people without fear of intimidation. They came up with the bunge la wananchi, and I can remember it very well. After CORD lost election in 2013, is when they developed bunge la wananchi. I recently talked to the bunge la wananchi speaker, and he told me they had bunge la wananchi. They even had their own president. What did the state do? After realizing bunge la wananchi was so strong again, they manipulated the functionality of the president of bunge la wananchi and was appointed to a state pastor. So you find bunge la wananchi was there, but something was done behind the curtain, and they dealt away with it. That is why the youth national government structure is left hanging, With the Youth Senate, without clear functionality, without clear responsibility, you are just there to be seen, but no legal mandates to undertake.
So what can we do in conjunction with student leaders to make things better for us as Kenyan youth?
Coming to touch on the issues with the student leadership, with the National Youth Council, Bunge la Wananchi, coming up with a representation strategy to ensure that now it is a matter of us making right choices of all those whom we give positions. But as far as Bunge la Wananchi is concerned, or as far as the National Youth Council is concerned, there is no public availed document that stipulates the roles of this office. And that is the main reason why these people, most of our people, are not well conversant with the basic ideologies of these people.
This has been Square Mtani, guys, and I've been hanging out with Thomas and ABED, NEGO, and of course Nancy Bansi. And I'm hoping you've grasped one or two things from this conversation. And as a Kenyan youth watching us right now, do not be silent. You know, silence is a killer, like Thomas said, and it all starts with you and I. Let's stand up, yeah? Be aware of what's happening in your country as a youth. Know your rights, know what you need to do at a particular time, and know the right time to press those, to say, how did you call it, pressing the buttons, like pressing the right buttons. This has been Squared Mtani. My name is Caroline Atieno, and until next time, have a lovely evening.
Kani ganji mamita, kani rangi lupita, kasi njagi wakisha.
All right, we are so sorry for that technical hitch, but we are back. Thank you guys for keeping it here on E_Square TV. And yeah, that was our Squared Mtani, a very insightful conversation we had there. Thank you so much, Carol. And to Thomas, Nancy, and Abed, who has joined us today. You guys had an amazing interview and conversation. I wish you guys can get to hear the whole conversation that was there, but it was quite insightful. We are going to continue with it today here with Abed. And before we start this conversation, I would like to apologize on behalf of the UON Chiromo student president. He's the one who was supposed to come today for this interview, but he couldn't make it. But we have an able comrade who has joined us here, and we are going to hear much more from him and how we can chime into this conversation on youth representation on national matters. So karibu sana Abed. Your full name, Abed NEGO. Cube career. Yes?
Yes.
Abed is the former student president at Masinde Muliro University in Kaimosi, and he's joining us today to continue the discussion. It was a very emotional. Niliwaona pale, you're very emotional about all these issues about the youth, and thank you so much for finding the time to come back again and converse with us on this issue.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, so as I've mentioned, you're a student, you were a former student president, but now you were correcting me, you're an activist and an advocate for the youth. Yeah, what is that all about?
Okay, I'm the advocate for the youths, and at the same time, I'm the activist fighting for the youths. I know when you go outside there, you'll find that most of the youths are suffering when it comes to various issues. First, you can check from the employment sector. Most of the youths don't get employed just because they are. When you go for an interview looking for a job, you are just told that for you to qualify to be employed, you are supposed to be having certain experience, of which you might have not obtained. So you find most of the youths are left behind. People who take the advantage are the people who have been in this field for a long time. So we are now requesting that the youths are not so much oppressed when it comes to issues related to employment, when it comes to issues related to job. We should be considered because we've learned, we've graduated, we have competent knowledge for us to pursue what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do we do away with that requirement, like prerequisite? Like, I don't think there's any job that you find someone telling you that you can come in without experience. How do we do away with some of these things?
Okay, thank you so much for that question. I think the reason why you have gone to school and you've been learning about what you've been learning, I think that is an experience of its own.
Yeah.
Learning about something means that you are acquiring the experience for you to go and do what you intend to do in the near future. For example, if you're a teacher, you are learning something related to teaching. For me, I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
There's some things I learned that has given me an opportunity to teach outside there.
Mm-hmm.
It means I'm experienced because I have the same skills. I can give out knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And as we continue this discussion on activism and everything, where are you practicing this youth activism? Are you as an individual, or you are on a platform or an umbrella? Where? What platform are you using?
Okay, I'm an umbrella. I have the youth on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
We have been having several organizational meetings advocating for youths to be given an opportunity wherever there are some stuff being done. For example, you find there's some issues related with governance. Some youths are not involved. So we have been advocating for this, that youths should be made part of this, because youths have they have energy. When given opportunity. They can pursue things, they can do things in a very good manner. So we are so many. I have a lot of people down there, I have a lot of youths down there who have been sending me. They have they believe in me. I can represent them wherever I am, wherever I step, anywhere. They feel comfortable with me.
Yeah. When did you start activism?
Okay, way back.
Yeah.
I still remember very well. There's a time I was in primary school. I was given an opportunity to be the prefect, a mayor prefect. I was given to be a timekeeper.
Yeah.
Well, then, there was a time we were given 5 minutes to go outside without going to have some, maybe run up and down to make ourselves comfortable or refresh our minds. I still remember very well. I was to ring the bell by 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But then I felt I was not doing the right thing because there were not good enough time for us small kids to play and refresh our mind.
Yeah.
So I actually extended the time from 5 minutes to 30 minutes. That is when I was called.
To 30 minutes.
To 30 minutes. And I was demoted. Way back when I was in primary school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's when you decided, now I need to be speaking up on behalf of my peers.
Yeah. So I felt like that was the right time for me. Actually, I felt like it's good for me to advocate for the people, to fight for the rights of the people and the rights of my peers, the young people who cannot have that capacity to speak on their behalf.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you talk to the bodies that you interact with, who you're trying to bring in a lot of youth representation within them, what is their reason as to why they do not feel that the youth can be active participants in what they are doing in national building?
Okay, I could say the reason why we feel like we are not represented, or the reason why we feel like we are not part of what is happening in our country today is because most of policies that are made are not always favoring the youths. Most of the policies that are made are always made to favor certain people, which in turn, we are the majority, of which we are supposed to benefit from this country actually.
Yeah.
We're supposed to benefit so much.
Yeah.
We are we have been always told that we are the leaders of tomorrow, of which I cannot see it coming unless we fight for it.
We've been told that since we were kids.
Yes.
You're the leaders of tomorrow. You're the leader. Today is tomorrow.
Today is tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are now demanding for our space. We are demanding to be heard. We are also requesting to be given an opportunity to be mentored for that positions that we have always wanted to be. Yeah.
Is it that we don't have the what it takes to be in those positions? Are we lacking in skills to be invited to the table to have these major discussions in national building, in governance, and in these things that are driving the nation, the country?
As for me, I don't think we lack the skills. We are very competent when it comes to skills. We have been trained. Most of us have gone to school. We have those skills. We have the knowledge. We have enough knowledge. But there are some things that are derailing us, that are making us not to achieve what were our goals. There are some things that have made us to remain behind, that has made us to be stuck there. And these things are actually mostly contributed by the government and also us, the youths. So there are several things. Maybe I can say one or two things. Number one is actually we, the youths ourselves, we don't actually fight for our own. We've just left our space. We've just left people to take that space. We have the capacity, but we don't have that. We are not in that position to fight. Number two is that most of our elderly people have realized our weaknesses, and they are taking that one as an advantage to step on us.
To use it against us.
Yes.
Okay. You've said that we are not fighting. We are not fighting enough for our voices to be heard.
Yeah.
I want us to take a very practical approach. How do we do this? Like anyone who is watching and they're like, okay, fine, mimi nimechoka kudhulumiwa and all those things. How do I actively participate so that my voice is heard out there? What steps can I take, me as a common mwananchi?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. We have been given power by the Constitution. When you read chapter 1 of the Constitution, we have the sovereign power to vote in and to vote out the leadership of this country. So we as the youths have been misusing that, or we have been overseeing. I cannot say we have been overseeing. We have been actually looking at that as just a normal thing. instead, we would have just take that one as a weapon for us to protect ourselves. When you are given an opportunity to elect a leader, you're supposed to vote in for a leader who will actually represent you and fight for you. But we are always taken, we always take it for granted. Also, we the youths are we are the enemies of ourselves, in that we are not there to assist ourselves. Like you find somebody, they are the sycophants supporting someone. When they are given maybe 50 bob, 100 bob, they keep on jeering other people. That is when we lose focus and we feel like we are not where we are supposed to be. Yeah.
I want you to talk to the people who we are heading to the election period. You have actually talked about the sycophants. I want you to talk to those people who have been used, the youth that are used by those in government and those in authority to perpetrate crime or harass people or use methods that instill fear in other people when, like, during voting. You know that you already have a candidate in mind, but when you go to the polling station, the youth, my youth, ndio wanakuvamia wewe mwenye. You're like, you guys, we are the ones who are supposed to be changing this narrative, yeah? Talk to these people and let's see how we can tell them how to do this right. Politician akikuapproach, unamwambia nini?
Okay, thank you very much.
I think this is your camera.
Yeah, thank you very much. And I want to say the youths have actually been misused for a long time. It's high time we realize ourselves and we realign ourselves properly. We are the majority in this country. We are around 70%. And if we come together as one, we have the capacity to be, we have the capacity to produce a leader in this country. I want to tell my colleague youths or my fellow youths, wherever you are, that we have that capacity. Let us not be used by politicians. Just you are given 50 bob or 100 bob, just a peanut to go and attack your or your colleague. It's not a very good thing. If you read in our Constitution, chapter 4, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution does not allow you to attack any other person. Wherever you are found with that, or whenever you are found doing that, in 35, chapter 4, you are not allowed to attack, or you're not allowed to be used to attack somebody of different opinion. And in our Constitution, we have been told that you are entitled to support any other person that you wish, as long as you feel that is comfortable according to you. So you are not allowed. Let us respect people with different or divergent opinions. That is what we have been given by the Constitution. Let us not be used. Let us come together and reason together as youths. Look for solutions. Let us vote for leaders who will advocate for our own, who will advocate for the youths up there in the parliament. Yeah.
All right. Let me take you back to your past, when you were a student leader. I had your colleague here last week. We were talking about how student leaders used to be some sort of opposition in this country back then. I asked him the same question. Why do we feel that we don't have strong student leaders who are making noise, and making loud noise to tell the leadership in this country, look, we are tired, we need representation, and we need policies that are working for our good as well?
Thank you very much. 2 years ago, I still remember very well, or 1 year, 2 years ago, there's a bill that was taken to Parliament. It's called Duale Bill, whereby the voting system, the way then, it was actually the majority person wins. And today, as we speak, the bill that was brought to Parliament, it was passed actually, is actually the delegate system. You vote for some some of your delegates, then this delegate will go represent you to vote for one leader. That is maybe that we have the executive and the delegate. So the delegate is like the parliament. And then we have the executive, we have the president, secretary general, vice president, and all the others. Those are the executive. The Tuwale bill has actually messed up with the leadership of the student leadership there in the campus, whereby we don't have the capacity, or the students have no capacity to vote the person or to vote in the person they believe in. In that these delegates can be easily swayed by the administration, or can be easily swayed by money. You know, when I have good money, I can easily go buy them, they vote for me. Okay. It doesn't matter which coalition you came from, but what matters is that what am I going to benefit from this guy? Mm-hmm. So the delegate system can be easily manipulated by the institution to vote for the person they believe that this person will not give us the problem. Yeah. Or they can be manipulated by the person who has enough money. Mm-hmm. Even if he's not a good leader, he can actually come in, give you money, and then you vote in for that guy. Yeah. So that has actually messed up with the leadership of the campus today. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it cannot be overturned.
It cannot be overturned because people who were supposed to stand and fight for it then did not come up, did not stop it. Mm-hmm. Because if we could have had a very powerful representative in the parliament, that thing could not have been implemented. Mm-hmm. But as we speak today, it's a law. It is implemented. There's no way it can be reverted back.
All right. Well, let's really pray that even the ones who are coming now, even when they are bought, when they get to those when they get to those positions, they are able to somehow influence the youth in their constituents in one way or another. In as much as you're saying it has been interfered with, we just hope that they actually gain their voice back. When you started this conversation, you talked about policies being made without, they are not really meant for us. They are not favoring us in any way. Why do you think that is?
Number one is that actually we don't have the youth representatives there. We are the ones feeling this heat.
And what of the ones we think are representing us in the in parliament?
They are not in our shoe. They are not feeling what we are feeling. Uh-huh. That is why we feel we have not been done enough.
But you know, when we are electing them, I've walked in your shoes. What happens when they get there? They forget what they stop relating with what our problems are. Because I know several of young, the ones we claim are young, who are in parliament now. Those are the manifestos they were telling us, when we were voting them in. I have walked in your shoes. I know your issues. And I will go and advocate for those issues when we get there. But now you are talking about lack of that representation. There's that disconnect. Why do you think there's that disconnect?
The people or the people we elect are actually meant to represent the whole region, not only youths. So they are meant to represent if this constituency, member of parliament is meant to represent the constituency. So you will find that this person will concentrate mostly in the constituency, not on the youths. We don't have someone to represent youths. He's representing the whole constituency, whether a youth or elderly. Yeah. So you find that we will not feel like we have been represented because this other person is playing the constituency role. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the youth senate that I heard you talking about in the Mtaani that we just watched, they are not there to represent our rights.
The youth senate, the National Youth Council does not have such powers. Okay. The powers that has been given to Parliament. Parliament can enact, can make the laws. Yeah. These are policies that will be used to govern the whole country. So you find the youth senate is just something that oversees the youth council. Mm-hmm. The youth council is meant to actually represent the youth, to speak for the youth, of which we don't have that power. We need something like a parliament
A youth parliament?
Need youth. We need something like in this parliament. There are some position left for youths. Like we're talking about the 3 or the 13 rule for women. Women have been given a special position.
Yeah.
They just elect their colleague women. They go represent them. So we are the majority as we speak. We are the majority. We don't have representation. What is happening? I don't know.
You don't know what is happening.
Yeah.
And that is a very good question we need to pose to the government. Yeah, what is happening?
Yeah.
And even the other youth who are in positions that can't change this. So let me get back to see what people are saying on our YouTube channel. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the comments that you've sent us. Mizi KE anasema big up Karoli Arts. Karoli Arts is coming. He's coming up next. Thank you so much, Mizi. Brad anasema heavyweight. Oh yeah, that is the rapper who was here, our mic champion for this month. Ian is saying if youth wote wangekuwa kama heavyweight na RHEMY tungekuwa chambele. Very true, Ian. Very, very true. Sylvester Abura ameka emoji ya moto moto moto. Thank you guys for watching. Nancy is saying this guy is wise. She's referring to you, Nancy. Thank you so much, Nancy, for that comment. Keep them coming. I'm gonna be reading them as they come. I am actually seeing them live as you send them. So yeah, keep this conversation coming, and we want to hear what you guys think of this topic that we are having regarding youth representation. How do we participate? How do we make sure that we are participating in national governance issues? And yeah, tuache tu kuongea, sindio? I think we talk a lot as a country, but implementation is at 0. And those are the things that we want to fight against. And before I let you go, I wanted to find out what was the role of that National Youth Council when it was being formed?
Okay, the role of National Youth Council was meant to collect various problems that youths today are facing. Then they bring them to the parliament, they are discussed, and then maybe they can be, there's a way they can actually try to solve them. Okay. Policy-wise, yeah, something like that.
I have to be honest, I actually heard about that National Youth Council this week when I was actually doing my research. I have not really heard much about them. Is it an active body, and what have they done so far as far as you're concerned? You're on the ground a lot, so you probably might have a few interactions with them here and there.
Okay, this National Youth Council is not as active as we would be expecting it, because most of the people have taken it to be their property. People want to own it. People want to remain there so that they can be the only beneficiaries. Instead, this thing could have been actually meant to benefit all the youth in the country. So I feel like this thing is not working to the way we were expecting them. Like for the previous years, there's been no elections. No election has been conducted. Mm-hmm. We tried requesting the IBC about it, but they were not actually in a hurry.
Okay.
To actually conduct elections.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the people who were elected are still in full power right now.
Yeah.
And nothing much has been done.
Yeah.
We've not heard their voice. We've not heard anything that they've championed for on our behalf in Parliament.
We have the youth member of Parliament sitting in the Parliament, mm-hmm. sitting in the House. But I know, since he's the only one and he was appointed, he has no powers as compared to someone who was actually elected. So I think he might be veering. Someone might go and just remove him. But actually that body could have been made to be very active so that most of the youths could be given opportunity to exercise the leadership skills, to exercise the leadership things that they want to. Maybe some of us want to be leaders. But if we cannot be given that opportunity to exercise them, when are we going to learn this? Yeah.
That's true. All right. As we wind up, what does your ideal country look like with youth participating in national matters? What does it look like in your head? Where if you were to see every effort that any youth activist is doing right now, what do you see in future?
Today, I could say the youths have not realized who they are. And the youths have not actually come out to speak for what they believe in. Most of us are still hiding. They fear somebody who might come for them. When you just come with your mind, the Constitution protects us. You come speak. You are given, the Constitution has given you the opportunity to express yourself without fear, as long as what you are saying will not affect anyone. As long as something you're saying are meant to benefit other people. I think so far we've not done enough for us to say we are going to grow as a country. And I was reading something yesterday, and I really felt like our country is actually offending on us. The country that we are living in might actually sink tomorrow, because if we have if we are given this opportunity or involved in government matters, the country will grow. But then if we are not involved as youths, when can you expect the country to grow? We are the youths with a lot of energy. We are still full of ideas. We can actually make great things for this country. So I think the leadership of this country should think on how to involve the youths on matters governance in this country if we want to grow. A failed country is the one that will actually sit on the youths. They will not want youths to come up. They will not want youths to be seen doing some things. They will not support any idea concerning youths because they are afraid of their youths. Why are you afraid of us? You should not be afraid of us. We have ideas to change this country. You give us this opportunity.
Okay, we are going to be winding up this conversation. Let me confirm whether there's any other. Okay. Yeah, I think I've read all the comments, but keep them coming. I'm going to be waiting on you to see where we are at and what you guys think of this conversation that we are having. Chime in. Let us know what your thoughts on youth representation and how you can participate in national governance. Thank you so much, ABED NEGO, for coming to our show. Thank you for your insights. Much appreciated.
Thank you so much for your welcome.
Yeah.
And youths, let us stand up for what we believe is right for us.
That's true.
When we continue sitting down and relaxing and just seeing things that way, we will find ourselves in a very wrong country.
Yeah.
So let us advocate for what is right. Let us think of giving solutions to problems that we are facing every day. Let us stand up. We have been given power by the Constitution.
Yeah.
Chapter 1 of the Constitution has given us the sovereign power. So let us come out, fight for what is right. And I think we have the opportunity, or we have the capacity to change our country.
That's true.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We are going to take a short break, and the break will be brought in by the video that we just played, the mic check. We are so sorry that what played on YouTube didn't have sound, but here it is once again. What happened this week on our mic champion. Here it is.
Kani ganji mamita, kani rangi lupita, kasi njagi wakisha na main business. Kasi kanji na pita, kasi mangi ni vita, kasi pangi na ivisha jo big dealness. Sachanda pete na visha, kimatiangi na tisha, kijana tari kabisa na speed illness. Mambo shwari kabisa, mamilango na bisha, na pika kisha na lisha jo me realness. Uono manie polo, nyingi ubet maler, ubongo nyakalaga, iber. Mia muchinono nyasai apaki ya we Rigola imudo mandi wa chimo hona uoteler Makbada kikiwe agora pin Tayate over kikala di makpin Nyasai ageno komi mana kakawin Apaki ya dendi endalo na duto makpin Ngama wiye kuot ni wibo kuot ne Tunga muchungi nyinge nyimwa sikwike done Ilo chone Inenone Redone mese nyimwa sikwiyalone Apak nga kokiesu Awerne nga kokiesu Amiel ne nga kokiesu Atingo badamala lame nyingi Yesu atingo badamala lame nyingi yes muaga diverse kauna diverse ni hala flow ni sembe unaweza itisha maziwa mala vipi fala miwa na iwe wadala mambo bala juu ya timba we akala mambo madam baby girl mbono uko sad kwani uko mad nilikushona bonga na dat sipendi vitisho maringo za wasi wa kukam kani home cheza chini kupeleke kwa mam I'm the man 254 na Iran kata sina an ni fan lady mambo guan han lirikali heavyweight ni Messi ukini cross kwa kijako meranyalo Messi teramo saluro weche mangenya seneno mangen kapiwa ngase chwero mangen aliet kapasa wanka bacha lach kabaso nagi akech kayat awach kabasa lach kabasa akech kayat
si wewe peke yako bro kuna wengine
yeah I'm back to the scene, fuck all you, I came back. Okay, yo. Leo sika jana, leo mina ganjo, leo kuna form zinaleta mado. Leo sika jana, leo mina ganjo, leo kuna form zinaleta mado. Leo sika jana, leo mina ganjo na ganjo, leo kuna kofo na tama gamba kufopa chenano. So everything I'm working, I'm getting all the money. Mina taka jono moke ni atane na mini tycoon, rich kid, tycoon, beast kid, tycoon, sticky, sticky, nasiskiki, nasikiki, feelings in a cut nikianza rocking, lyrics in a punch design ya boxing. Check it. Niko kwenye kiti Mr. Chair and posing. Okay. Wanna kill great man, tuna build great man, then kill out the youth. You life them attack. Thank you Jack for the air me your breath. Them walk like say them are the angel of death. Tumishi kwa wote, umekuwa ni mazishi saa zote. Save the youth on the future Dangote. Wape haki zao, fuata katiba. Check it. Kama 1960, my youth wanadai ku make money joke, na sio kuiba. Okay. Kokora battle la Black Studio. Big up all our people there.
This week, big shout out to you, Wiki Day, for that, and even the rappers who came through. And congratulations to Heavyweight. He has just walked away with this month's Mike Champion Trophy. Oh, amazing stuff that was happening this week. So now we are joined by another group, form of artists. We are watching here. He's actually been trying to recreate the Eastlands Expressions logo. I'm joined by Karoli Arts. Karibu sana Karoli to E Squared.
Asante sana.
Kabla uendelee ama tuendelee na hii conversation. Karoli Arts ndio jina iko kwa ID yako?
ID ni Joshua Karoli.
Joshua Karoli.
Yeah, Karoli is my real name.
Oh, yeah. Karoli with a C or
Carolly.
All right.
Christmas carols.
Oh wow, that's unique. So your parents just decided you're gonna be a creative from the word go, like even from your name.
Yeah.
Uniqueness is you.
Yeah.
Karibu sana to E Squared.
Asante sana.
Tupatie tu introduction fupi, who you are, and how long you have been doing this beautiful work that you're showing us today.
Okay, Karoli Arts is a boy from Eastlands, Kayole. I've been drawing since I was a child, but professionally this is my 6th year. After high school nilianza tu kuchora mbaya. So I've been doing it for 6 years professionally till now.
Self-taught or ulienda shule kulan?
Self-taught.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still doing self-taught. Maybe najifunzanga YouTube. Yeah.
What kind of art do you do? Is it pencil? Is it fine art? What I know there's so many differentiating terms that you guys use. How do you define your art?
I'm a portrait artist. I do pencil work, colored pencil, and pen work.
This is pencil.
Yeah,
this is pencil.
That's pencil work. I have a colored pencil work too.
Oh wow, this is actually a pencil.
Yeah, that's pencil.
It looks like chalk actually. I would have gone with chalk. I thought it was chalk. This is very beautiful.
Pencil.
Yeah, here you go. Maybe you can tell us what this art is all about.
I don't recognize the artist. She's Naughty Flow. Yeah, so she wanted me to do a piece of her. She sent me that picture and I nailed it. Yeah.
How long does it take you to do such kind of art?
This took me 4 days.
Okay.
Normally it depends with the picture. Sometimes 2 days, 3, 4, depending on the details.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
every art has its own like you can take a number of hours or days depending on the size, or you just
depending on the
a week
size
is
and the
just
details.
your time. Oh, the details as well.
Yeah, the details on the sides.
Okay.
So you can find a small piece I can take a day, a big piece maybe a week.
Okay.
But maybe a small piece like this one right here took me like a week because of the details.
Oh wow, yeah, you can see the details there.
Yeah.
This you're saying took you a week?
Yeah, 5 days working for like 3 to 4 hours a day.
Wow. You think this is still what did you use for this?
Those are colored pencils.
Okay.
Yeah, the normal colors.
And then what do you use for this part that I'm seeing?
That's mixture of colors and pencil. A little bit of green, brown, and black.
Okay, interesting. Let me talk. Let's talk about your art for a few minutes before we can continue showing a lot more of your art. Oh, this is beautiful. I love that.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys are gonna be seeing that in a few. How did you even realize that you can draw and you decided this is the line of work I want to pursue in my life?
When I was a child, I remember I used to draw a lot of cartoons. When I could watch a cartoon on TV, I could put it on paper. So going on, when I was in high school, I saw somebody really earning and making a living from drawing. So it was like, if you can earn from drawing, even me, I can earn from drawing. Just practice and practice. So when I met this guy, Calligraph Jones, when I was still in school, he inspired me a lot because he posted my artwork. He called me, we met, we took some pictures. So from there, my mindset switched. Like, if I can draw somebody here in school, a celebrity, and he can call me and meet me, then this is my line of job. So from then till now, I've been drawing celebrities, clients. I've just been doing my work.
How has it been so far? Is it paying?
Yeah, so far it's paying, but when I started, okay, I started it as a hobby.
Yeah.
But when my name was out there, then clients came in, customers wakakuja, they were placing orders, and yeah, I was earning.
Yeah.
Till now, sina kazi ingine, I'm just drawing.
Oh wow! Like you can have a whole week with just orders in a flow too every other week.
Yeah, as long as you created a name and people know you and you have a good work, clients will always be there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of challenges do you guys face in the work that you do?
The first challenge is piracy. You can find somebody has posted your artwork somewhere saying it is his. He's an artist like you, maybe, but your skills differ. So utapata me post, here's my work, and he ends up getting clients. Then the clients.
How do you even pirate? I see a lot of you guys artists. You usually brand your work. Like I can see this.
Yeah, that one. If you take a picture, you can easily erase that on a soft copy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
actually,
you can just erase and put your logo.
Yeah,
after you do that, the credentials don't go to the other guy, not you.
Yeah.
So after that, maybe that person might do a bad work. And when the client sees your picture somewhere, utasikia msanii nilimpatia kazi akachora kazi mbaya.
Yeah. Anaharibu jina sasa.
Yeah, so that's one.
Yeah.
Secondly, when I started drawing, the materials were not available. Like,
what do you use? Is it normal pencil?
There are some specific pencils for art.
Yeah.
So these pencils were not available when I was starting drawing.
Okay.
Yeah, I used to import them.
That was expensive.
Yeah, but right now, ziko available.
Yeah.
That's something good. Thirdly, we are not recognized by the government. So to convince somebody like the government should chip in to support us, like those pencils which were not available, they should be like locally available and cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so those are some of the challenges.
Currently, roughly how much do you guys buy your material for?
Roughly, papers goes for like a piece 50 shillings, piece of paper.
Yeah.
Pencils, the normal pencils which are here, also 50 shillings. But if you import a pencil, it goes for 2,000 a box of 12 pencils.
Oh wow.
2,000 shillings.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. Okay. And you've talked about government not recognizing you. Has that also affected the way you rate your work? Like, you'll find probably I would ask for a piece of art and you tell me it's 20,000. Another one will have a different rate of 50,000. Another one 100,000. Is that what is affecting your industry? The fact that there's no government intervention to kind of like put you all on almost the same. You start on a standard rate going up.
What I really mean is, do you see like musicians? There are concerts. There are like kuna parties nini. You'll find the government has chipped in. Taskia, we are to Huru Gardens. We have Calligraph. We have Kakasungura nini nini. So there should always be inafaa kukuwe na kitu kama hiyo for artist. Let's call all artists here, visual artists who paint, who draw, who use pen. Let's see how we can support these people. You see, if there's something like an exhibition that the government has put there for artists, that's a good exposure. You can find a lot of people there. You can expose yourself. Yeah.
That doesn't happen at the national museums.
It does,
the exhibitions,
but
or they're
it's
not
not
as
free.
Okay.
You have to pay.
All right.
Yeah.
You as an artist.
You as an artist to display
put-
your
to
work,
display your
you
work.
have to pay.
Okay. Yeah, those are now the bottlenecks that you need removed.
Yeah.
So that it can your art can go far. Okay, going back to the question I was asking, how do you feel or about the way there's no standard rate for the art that you guys do? Is it a challenge to you, or it also works for you?
According to other artists, you just according to your skills. Like when I started, I used to draw for 500 shillings. So when my skills were improving and framing and all that, you just balance the cost and take your share. Yeah. So that depends with the artist, because there are some people who buy canvases, and canvas is really expensive.
Yeah.
Canvas and paper, you can't
Compare them.
Yeah, you can't put them on the same price. And also the technique used. Somebody uses paints, I use pencils.
Yeah.
Paints and pencils are not the same prices. Yeah.
Okay. So they can't be standard.
Yeah.
They are different. But what I was talking about is you probably have another pencil artist who uses the same materials that you use, and his work will go for as high as 100K. And probably you, when you try quoting that, mtu anasema, hey boss. So that is what I was asking. How do you feel about the lack of that non-standardization?
Yeah, that's also a problem, because you might find an artist has started maybe drawing 2 years ago. He finds you maybe charging 5,000 per piece, and it's like, I'm also an artist, I want that 5,000, and maybe his skills are still junior. So that's something which I think we should look on it, because in the industry, pencil artists, a lot of them are 10,000, 5,000, 10,000, 5,000. But if you go to like caricatures, abstracts, those are from 20,000 plus, because there are some different type of artworks. But for portraits, it's normally from 5,000, 10,000, 5,000, 10,000. Yeah.
All right. And when you were back in school, is this what you wanted to pursue, or this was like ilikuwa plan B?
Okay, when I was in school, I wanted just to be an artist.
Yeah.
Not
There was no plan A.
Yeah, not necessarily like my career.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be like that artist who draws, who's known.
Career-wise?
Career-wise, I wanted to be a lawyer.
And then what happened?
Art took over.
You realized, wait, this is what I love doing.
Yeah,
I don't want to feel like I
found
want.
myself sinking into art deep and deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did your parents think?
At first, they were a bit reluctant, but after I proved to them this is what I want to do and made some few steps, they chipped in.
Yeah.
They support me fully till now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of impact has art had in your life this far?
I've met international celebrities like Chronic, Stars, Conscience. That's a big inspiration to me. Yeah, apart from that, other artists
traveled, or when they come to the country?
To Kenya, when they come into the country.
Oh wow!
Yeah, apart from that, I inspire a lot of artists, a lot of upcoming artists. So I have a role, like a role model.
Yeah.
So that's also an impact. Secondly, my life has changed. Like I used to joke a lot. Nowadays, I concentrate on my work.
Yeah.
I don't move around. I just sit and draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because hapa ndio unakulia. Unajua
Exactly.
ukijoke.
If you joke,
Yeah.
you stay hungry.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Just tell us a bit about the art industry right now. If you were to be given a position somewhere, what would you change from where you sit?
First of all, I'd change the perception that if you start drawing, you earn money. Like I started earning money for like 3 years into drawing when I started getting class. So utapata mtu ameingia. I saw Karoli is living a good life from artwork. I also want to do that. My guy, the struggle is real. Before you get to that level, you have to build a foundation. You have to go deep, then start rising. So that I'd like to change like that mentality of artists thinking that this is easy. It's not that easy. You have to work for it. Secondly, I'll just like us to be recognized. Yeah, by the government, like portrait artists. The government recognizes painters. If you check even in the museums, it's very rare to find a pencil work. Just painting, abstracts, painting, sculptures. Yeah. So that's something that will change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know whether you guys have any comments. My producer, please help me to, if you can see any comments that we have not read, but we are live on E_square TV on YouTube. I am joined by Karoli Arts. He is doing an amazing, amazing job with the artwork. We are going to be showing some of the ones that I haven't done. I haven't showed you, but we have some comments that have come in. Caroline amekuwekea moto ameona hiyo artwork. Caroline is saying he did a very beautiful drawing, a calligraph Jones, and he appreciated it sana. How did it make him feel? How did it make you feel?
Actually, the OG was surprised because the first artwork I did for him, I was in high school. So then he came to see another artwork like 5 years later. And he was like, these details are so precise, from the tattoos, from the hairline, like everything was there. So he was really happy. Apart from like, I met him shooting a video. He put his work aside just to check the artworks, and he was like, my guy, this is so nice. Like, I've been drawn a couple of times, but this is it. Yeah, so that's an inspiration too.
Ukaongeza points hapo, eh?
Kabisa.
Caroline is asking, what inspires your pieces?
Details. My pieces are very detailed. When I look at a picture and I see it has a lot of details, I'll say a lot of artists will avoid this picture because of details.
Yeah.
As for me, I'll go for that detailed picture.
That is what
that's what inspires my pieces.
Okay.
If you look at all my pieces, they are very detailed.
I have actually seen that. Even that one, like you can see that's denim. It looks, from where I'm seeing it, where I'm looking at, it looks like paint. The denim, it's so detailed. I love it. Beatrice is asking, do other pencil artists appreciate your art as well?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. All right. Ian is also asking, do fine art artists have galleries to showcase their work?
Yeah, actually, we do have a gallery Magnificent at Saika.
Where is it?
At Saika. Yeah, here we display all types of artworks, whether you're a painter, pencil artist, whether you rap. There you'll find a platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I've read all the questions. Let me see whether I've left any. And there's one who had actually sent you a shout out earlier, Mizi KE.
Yeah, I know
big
that
up,
guy.
big up Karoli Arts. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you guys for your questions. Keep them coming. Finally, we have been having I know you have listened into what we were talking about today, the conversation on youth representation. You are a youth.
Yeah.
I've just asked you how you would like to be represented if concerning the industry. But now let's leave the industry alone and look at issues to do with national governance and issues that are driving the conversation in this country. Where do you feel we are failing as the youth of this country?
From where I come from, Kayole 1960, the youths are like igava isipotusaidia si tutakaa tu. That mindset should change. You have to help yourself. Don't look onto the government like mi ningekaa nangoja gava, maybe ningekuwa tu nimekaa bado. But you have to work, make a vision, go for that vision, have a goal, make sure daily you're working towards your goal. And that's how even with mbele, because most of the youths wamekaa tu, they are waiting for somebody to chip in.
Yeah.
But nobody's gonna chip in if you don't do it for yourself.
That's true.
So I'll just say stop depending on somebody, depend on you and pray to God.
Okay. And that is
Yeah.
where we end this conversation. Stop depending on someone and pray, work and pray to God.
Yeah.
Do something. Get
Yeah.
out of that couch and do something.
Mhm.
As we wind up, please let me see this this piece, this beautiful piece. Wow. This is what I was talking about, guys. The detail on this, you can see the denim. I don't know whether you can see that.
Oh, that's Shensia, if you know her. So I decided to draw her because I had rumors that she was coming to the country. And any celebrity who comes to the country, I want to meet him or her. So that's why I did that piece. And also you can check the details on the hair, the denim, the chain. Yeah.
Totally loving it. Oh, that detail is so precise, especially the hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you've captured it to a T. The rings, the watch,
everything.
everything. The tiny little strands on her hair
Yeah.
is so dope. The
Even
baby
the light,
hair.
the pink light that bounces back.
Oh,
the
yeah.
reflection,
Yeah,
everything.
everything. This is so good. Like, if I wanted to buy a piece like this, how big is this piece?
That's an A3.
A3.
Twice the size of an A4.
Okay, how much will this
That
go
goes for 5,000.
5,000.
Yeah. But a smaller piece like this, this goes for 3,500. Yeah. Then there's a bigger piece, twice the size of an A3.
Mhm.
That starts from 8,500.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And can you draw more than one image on the paper?
Yeah, exactly.
So
I can
how much
draw up to 5 people.
So the price also
the,
goes up.
The price goes, per every additional head, you add 1,000 bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see this last one that you have here. And who is
This
this?
is pen work.
This is pen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Biro pen, big.
Who is this?
I guess.
A horrible guesser. Oh, no, I can't guess.
Somebody from NTV.
Amina.
Almost there.
Okay. Somebody help in the studio. Who is this? I can't tell. Okay.
Sorry, I also
I'm so
forget the
rusty.
name. I just know she's on WhatsApp. No, on the trend, yeah.
On the trend.
Yeah.
It's not Amina?
Not Amina. I have a portrait of Amina.
Who?
No?
But that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful. This is a pen. This is a pen, you said.
Yeah, pen work. Black, red, and blue.
And blue.
Yeah.
Awesome. So this is also an A3.
That's also an A3.
This is beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay. This is amazing work. So you guys have seen his work, and yeah, you were trying to also get our logo in.
Almost done.
It is still trying to complete it. So I hope by the time he's leaving, we'll have our logo. Very soon, I will be getting also my portraits. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is what you were talking about?
Exactly.
Gee, the OG himself. Can you see this? Okay, there it is. This is what you were talking about. I can see the details on that. The tattoos. Yani mpaka ndevu. Hey. So good. So nice.
Thank you.
This was from an image?
Yeah, it was from an image.
Yeah. Okay. All right. As they finish taking the photos, they're taking the photos. Where can we find your art? If we want to talk to you directly, where can we find you?
On Instagram, Karoli_arts. Facebook.
Please spell Karoli.
Carolly.
Carolly.
Yeah.
Carolly Arts. _arts.
_arts. Twitter, Carolly _arts.
Yeah.
Facebook, Carolly Arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
there you'll find my numbers, my email, and everything you need.
All right. That is actually what I was going to ask. Your number. What about your number? Okay. Thank you so much, Carolly, for coming to the show.
You.
And yeah, keep doing what you're doing. I love it. I
you.
totally love this. I think I'll be asking for one for me and my family.
Welcome.
I absolutely love this. Absolutely fantastic work you're doing. And yeah, keep on inspiring the youth, pale mtaani, the ones that you are inspiring. We are hoping to see generation that is doing such good work, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of the youth, I'd like to big up some few people who are tuned in.
Go ahead. That is your camera.
First of all, big up Jimmy Tessa, my guy. Mizi KE, I see you in the house. Dante's Arts, Pencil Art Sam, and CPSC.
Wow, hizo majina too. All right. I hope I'm not leaving anyone out in the comment section, but I think I read all the comments. But thank you guys. This is where we end today's show. It has been an amazing show. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, I think we're going to leave. We also want to see the
final.
The final. We are going to be showing it. If we don't show it before the show ends, we are going to put it up on our Instagram handle. So yeah, check out and peep and see what work he has done. All right, there's some questions that came in. Sorry, the photo he was drawing, can we see it? Okay, Beatrice, he's finishing it. Then we're gonna see the final bit of it once it's done. NEGO keep Koril is the guy who was here before. Thank you so much, Abed. He's saying this guy is very amazing. He's doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
Amekwambia, keep going, bro. We will support your work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Jimmy Tessa amesema hapo sawa bro. Amepata shout-out zako. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in. This is where we wrap up the show. And until next Saturday, it's adios from me. I hope our Wiki Day will be back by then. But until then, keep following our channels. We are on Instagram at E_squared TV. We are on IG. We are on Twitter, E_squared KE. And Facebook, eastlandsexpressions. Follow, subscribe, comment. Don't forget to use the hashtag #IamGovernment. That is a conversation we're having this week and this whole month. Yeah, chime in. Let us know what you think. How are you, the youth, being represented? And do you feel like there's enough representation for you in national matters? Yeah, that is where we wind up. Goodbye, guys. Let's meet on Saturday.
Yani kila siku nikiwa tu hapa Joni kama niko home. Na si unajua kwa kono tanipata tu kwa streets. Kila siku ninashinda nikirom. Juu niko kazi, yani mi mzazi. Na si unajua mi ni mlezi juu ya venye ninalea. Kila siku si unajua mi natembea. Venye ninaweza nikapata, ninashinda venye ninaweza kuwa billionaire. Bado na nicheki niko so here. Vitu nasikia. Yani kila time through the ear nimekaa ear and ear na bado sijasikia kama kuna rapa ametake 3 trophies. Kila siku wamekuja photocopy, wanatry jo kukam na kunikopi, lakini hakuna hata moja amekuja ametry. Yani kila siku na kumada hii context. Big up to Carolly juu ya venye anadraw, yani yeo bring images straight to your mindset. Yani kila time anafanya una see the clear picture using a pencil, a pen kila siku na akirhyme pia. Yani kila siku tunakaribia, that is why kwa kichwa tuna hizi lines pia. Wengi wanashinda Johnny vipi tunafanya, yani venye wamekuja bado ninacheki wako hapa. Wanaona to watch from the core 4 corners on image rap. Nashinda Johnny vipi kila siku ni tarab. Wanadai kwamba ni magot, sini kondo. Si unajua kila siku hatuwezi tukakondo. Venye inakam kila siku venye inago. Man taking every little time upon his left me can't taste. When them walking every time I'm me a bliss. Find it every time upon his left I'm in a full again. So when them walking day and not them walking cool again. Tani si unajua kila siku nina roam again. Nimedunga black and white kila siku tunajua kwa mistari niko tight. Ini freestyle session, freestyle session, freestyle kwangu jo uwanga ni vacation. Wengi wanadai jo kukam na nikishika mic kila siku miu freestyle straight toka leo mpaka kesho. Na ninashindwa Johnny thidi nini nitaimba tu about. Na si unajua nyumba yangu kuna Ike the DJ. Kila siku wanashindwa Johnny vipi ananipa tu happy. Beat ni ya dancehall, ninaweza nikago on na tu nisifall. Na ninasikia kuna track inakam old school venye inakam. Kila siku tuko tu cool. Na si unajua tuko mic kila siku tuna rule. Boss ina content kila siku ninaweza nikaponga both this context. Nimecheki rap battle imekuwa so fab, but I gotta run sorry. Yani kila siku sijaona mtu badadan.